right, let's do it. Said Hut. Welcome back, Rush Media Day. Thanks for being here. We got Bear River coach Andrew and a few of his star players heading into 2026. Excited to talk to a bunch of Region 11 teams today. Coach, I'll start with you. If you'll just give us a state of the union of the program, just about a week away from week one.
Well, we're a new program in the sense that we got a new staff. We only carry a couple guys over from the last staff, and so there's a lot to learn. New offense, new defense, new special teams. We're just starting over, and so they're coming along really well. We're glad we got another week to prepare, but they're learning the new systems really well. They've worked very hard this summer.
How would you, I know people in the state know your offensive system, coach, but for those that don't, how would you describe your philosophy as a play caller?
We want to run the ball and then throw it deep. And so we got to establish the run game, and that's our first priority. And then we love to do some play actions, and we also just we like throwing the ball deep when we feel like we can get the matchups to do that.
Jared List is your defensive coordinator. Can you tell us a little bit about him as a coach and what he does, his philosophy as well?
Yeah, Coach Lish he's been around the Bear River program for a lot of years. He hasn't been coaching for the last couple, but we got him back, and he loves to apply pressure, and you hear this said all the time, but he really puts a lot of emphasis on stopping the run first. And we'll get guys in the box if we need to so that we can help out with that. But he does a great job in getting guys to the run. And then I think a trademark of Coach Lish is his guys play hard, they play fast, they pursue well. And even in practice, we're seeing great pursuit to the ball.
And could you give us a little bit of insight on your decision, coach, to come to Bear River?
I'd had some family things and some stuff, and so I had to step down from being a head coach for a couple years. And then I just there's more in me. There's more to give, and I love being around these young men. I love seeing them grow and progress. I love taking that culture and exposing that to them, and then I just love the game of football. I don't think there's a better way out there to help young men grow and develop than the game of football.
I agree. Okay, let's start talking to some of these kids, coach. I'll keep the camera on you for a minute because I'll have you talk about them and then I'll talk to the kid. Um, let's start with Gladen Barons, who will be playing a receiver and in the defensive secondary this year. Can you tell me about Gladen, what you like from him as a player, and what you expect for him to bring to the program this year?
Layden's our utility knife. You're going to see him. I mean, he's a slot receiver, but you're going to see him playing in the backfield. I mean, I don't want this to get out. We'll even see him take snaps and run some of our wildcat out of there. We move him around a lot. He runs the ball well. He runs good routes. He's got good speed. And some of the things I love that he brings a confidence to him, but not a cockiness. He's humble. He wants to learn and grow that way. And same on defense. He's a great corner. I feel like we got two really good corners, and Gladen's kind of the anchor and the experienced one of the two. And so we're hoping that we could shut down their outside receivers with Gladen and Carson Summers, our other corner.
Okay, excellent. Okay, Gladen, will you give me a little more information on what the receiving core looks like this year? Give me some names of other guys who will be catching some passes this year for the Bears.
I think, well, Eli Brager, he's on our outside guy. He's our ex. I think he's big. He's got good hands and he's pretty fast. So I think we have pretty solid one-on-one with him. And then backside, we have Carson Summers and Ty Hess. Ty Hess has great hands. I mean, you throw it in anywhere around him, he's going to dive, make a play for it. I think Carson Summers is super fast and he has great hands as well. He can go up and get a ball no matter where you put it. And Brady Payne at tight end, he's really good at blocking, and then he can also get out and run her out and beat guys with speed for his size.
Wow, what a breakdown of the whole wide receiver unit. Gladen, most of the time I ask a kid about his teammates and he goes cross-eyed and it takes him a while. So you were very good there. Um, What about the system, Gladen? What do you like about the system you guys run? Coach was talking about run the ball and throw it deep. That sounds like a fun kind of system to be in for a receiver.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. A lot of blocking, so that's kind of came new with us this year. Got to learn a little bit of the receiver blocking. I like our RPO action. We have a lot of RPOs, so
Oh,
that
nice.
I think that'll open up the run game a little bit more, and then let us throw it deep a lot. And I don't know. I really like our concepts and our routes and the run game. I like being in the backfield too, running the ball and getting behind our O line, and I don't know, all of it.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Thanks a lot, Gladen. Let's go back to Coach for this question. What's the quarterback situation like right now, Coach? I don't know if there's a competition or if you've got basically your starter chosen.
We started with a competition, but Preston Wilkinson has earned that spot, and he's fitting that role really well. We're catering a lot of things that he does well. He's very intellectual, just very smart with the ball, and he makes great reads, can throw the ball well, and so we're really building that offensive game plan, passing plan, even our run game around his skill set.
Okay, excellent. You know what? While I'm with you, Coach, maybe give me a couple of running backs who will be carrying the ball for you and what they do well.
Rigdon Vonk, a lot of speed. He's probably our fastest guy on the track team. And so we want to try and get him to the edge. And he's done really well this year in getting up inside and running it inside our tackles as well. That's something we really focused on to help him there. You heard me talk Gladen. We'll get Gladen in the backfield. And then we'll also see Jack Christensen running the ball. Quick little, very similar to Gladen. He's the Gladen of next year. He's a junior and kind of a Swiss Army knife kind of guy, and can play slot receiver and running back for us.
Okay, excellent. Thanks for that insight. Let's go to Brady Payne, who will be playing a little D line and tight end this year for the Bears. Tell us about Brady, Coach.
Brady is he's we've tried him at outside backer and edge rusher but he just gives us so much inside the interior where he gives so much disruption. So we think we'll see him there a lot more, but we'll move him around. Returning starter, defensive starter, had some all region accolades last year. And so we got to move him around to keep offenses honest. But love him in there at the nose because he's so disruptive. It makes it hard on a center to snap the ball and then to protect. And then you heard about a little bit about tight end. Great hands, helps us block on that edge when we need to get to that edge, and just very solid that way.
Okay, thank you, Coach. All right, Brady. Coach kind of alluded to your great season last year. As a team, what did you think you guys did well last year? And then give me something you think you'll improve on this year as a group.
Um, Last year, I felt like something we did well, um, was we really moved the ball in our passing game was really well. We got Eli the ball a lot. He's really good. I really would like to see us this year, and I think we will use the middle of the field a little more. And spread the ball out a little more. I feel like last year, even though we had some good receivers and our receiving core was good, we were kind of focused on more one receiver. But this year, we're kind of spreading the ball out a little more. We're getting the ball to Gladen a little bit. We're getting the ball Ty Hess. I'd like to see the ball. So I think it's I love what we're doing this year, spreading the ball out a little more between our guys. It's not so much, just our number one receiver.
Awesome. What aspect of your game, Brady, either, defensively or offensively, do you take the most pride in? Like you kind of define yourself in this part of your game?
I feel like as a player, I kind of just think of myself as, tough and kind of go to work. It knows I'll just do whatever my coach asks me to do. If they need me to stop the run, I'll go stop the run. As a tight end, if they need me to make, a crucial block, I'll go do that. So that's kind of what I pride myself in as a player.
Who's the guy you don't want to see in an Oklahoma drill going up against you? Like who's the guy who's toughest to get off and go get the runner?
I would say Dylan Groom. He's our one of our starting tackles. He's a great blocker. he's really hard to get off of. He's great.
Okay. He probably has to hold you though, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Brady. We'll be back to you,
Yeah,
I'm
thank you.
sure. Let's go back to Coach. He's going to tell us about Preston Wilkinson, Coach.
Preston's our starting quarterback. You know, Preston's a great comeback story. His freshman year, he broke his collarbone, and last year, he broke his other collarbone. So we've got the bionic man. We don't have to worry about collarbones this year. But yeah, he's done a great job of learning the system and just making sure he's putting us in the right place. He's a great manager of the game. Um, and even in our run game, if we need to switch the call, he's very good at picking up what that is and how to switch it, and just does a great job of putting us in the best possible situation.
Okay, awesome. All right, Preston, let's do it, buddy. What was your favorite part of the off season this year? Either 7-on-7s or camp or a trip with the guys. Give me what the highlight of this year's off season was for you.
Honestly, the whole offseason was a highlight. I mean, we had Ty Hess and Carson Summers coming in the receiving core this year. And being able to throw the balls to those guys and seeing that they can make a play has been really rewarding for me, making my job easy. And then, we also went on a cool little senior trip. We went whitewater rafting, which coach took us on, which is pretty cool. So
nice.
we've had a lot of fun.
Amazing. Okay. What's it been like for you in this system? And I'm sure your chemistry with receivers and stuff has evolved over the time you've been throwing to them. But just kind of give me your view of this offense this year.
Yeah, we've definitely tried a lot of things, and we're starting to narrow it down. But we've really evolved in our run game and our blocking. Our linemen this year have just taken a huge step from what they have last year, and I guess just seeing that and seeing them evolve gets me super excited about this system and all the many concepts we can do.
Um, Tell me a little bit about Eli. What's something that you like about or admire about what he does as a football player? And then tell me about an attribute of his as a receiver that makes him a go-to guy.
Well, first of all, he's just like super big and fast, and like anytime uh, we need a big play, we can always rely on him to go get the ball on a fade ball or a back shoulder. He's good at positioning himself to where he's always can get a good clean look at the ball, and then yeah, that's pretty much all there is to him. And he's super hard. He's a super hard worker too. Uh, he blocks really well. He loves getting nasty in the run game, which is great for our outside runs and our tosses and stuff.
Excellent. Okay, let's go to him. Let's go to Eli. What's the secret, Eli, to being a good blocker as a receiver? Because a lot of the times it's just a pretty boy out there who's, putting his gloves on and his arm sleeves and they don't know how to block anybody. How have you made yourself into a good blocker on the outside?
Um, hmm. In my opinion, I think it comes down to like at receiver, you get chances for you to go up and make a play, and when like it's your turn to block, it's like the running backs time. It's like their time to make a play. So it comes down to like I want to be a good teammate. I want to give them their moment to go score, to go do their job at their highest ability they know how. So I think if I do my job and I don't be selfish and like there's times the ball's going to go to me when it's their turn, I've got to go put in the work and let them go score and play the best to their ability. So that's what that means to me.
Love it. What was your favorite Friday night last year, Eli? What game,
Hmm.
either individual performance or a team or a game where you put it all together as a team?
Favorite game. Let's see. Um, Sorry, I'm gonna have to think about this for a second.
Oh, that's all right.
Um, hmm.
You could even
I
just,
really like that.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, um, so I really liked our homecoming game. We played Tooele, and we all just came out really hard and battled, in my opinion. And I don't know, just the atmosphere of that game. Just we were all out there playing for one another, just to the highest of our ability. And I really enjoyed that game because everybody thought like that was a close game, we were going to lose, and we came out and showed them what we can do as a team, and we all played together and had each other's back, and I thought that was special to me.
Okay, love it. Thanks a lot, Eli. Good luck this year. Let's go back to coach. Um, let's see. I think the only other unit coach, if you could give me some color on the linebacking core this year.
Yeah, Eli plays safety, but we'll move him down actually into the box, and he'll play
Okay.
some linebacker as well. You got Bennett Allen. He's a junior. He's our anchor. He's our Mike linebacker. He's the one that's making the calls. He's making sure we're all in the right spot. Very cerebral, good tough kid. Rigdon Bonk, our running back, will play some outside linebacker for us and help us out there. Kel Christensen. His last name wasn't coming. Kel Christensen is our other starting outside linebacker, and yeah, they're a good group. They're a good group. We've ran Brady Payne at even some outside linebackers. He's so versatile, but so we may even see him spread out a little in certain situations.
Okay, and then last question, Coach, if you'll just give me a little bit about your excitement for week one and the challenge you guys will have in just a little bit over a week.
Yeah, we come out against Ogden next week, and we're just starting to put that plan together. They've got some really good athletes. We saw Ogden's in the 7-on-7 this year, and so we know what they're capable of, and it gave us an idea of what they can do. But we're preparing well for that. But the thing I'm most excited for is these guys have put in the work, and we're getting to that point where we need a game, and they need to go out and play and show their stuff and be there as a team. And I think we're biting at the bit. We'll do a scrimmage this weekend, and then it's kind of getting into game mode, and I'm excited to see how well these guys let these guys see how their work will translate in a game. And so I'm excited for that for next week.
Love it. Can't wait. We'll be following you all year here on The Rush, everybody. That's Coach Ander and the Bear River Bears. Thanks so much for your time. Go Bears. Thanks, guys.
Hey, thanks very much. Go Bears.
Quick break. Back with more right after this.